G'day and welcome to Vision. It's Kiriako here, and today we're chatting to a special guest who will be very shortly hitting the big stage at Eurovision 2023 in Liverpool, representing Greece. It's Victor Vernicos. Yasu Victor, g'day. Thank you for joining us.
What's up? How's it going? Thank you.
Well, firstly, congratulations on being selected to represent Greece. You are the
Thanks so
youngest
much.
Greek representative ever at 16 years old, and now you're following the footsteps of other iconic Greek artists. They've gone to Eurovision like Marinella, Anavisi, Sakis Rouvas, Elena Paparizou. What does it mean to you to get this opportunity to represent Greece?
Crazy stuff. I mean, it means the world, man. I mean, Eurovision is such a huge opportunity, and as you said, like following in the footsteps of so many iconic artists is just a real blessing. And I'm so glad I have this opportunity, and also the opportunity to be the youngest artist ever to represent Greece. I hope that it's an inspirational factor for other people too.
Now, I know you wrote your Eurovision song, What They Say, when you were just 14 years old. What was the
Correct.
inspiration behind your song?
So I wrote this song about like a feeling of anxiety and overwhelmingness that I had. It was actually the first experience I ever had with that. So you could say the song is quite mental healthy, but it's not in that sense. It's just I'm very honest when I write music, and I write music from a vulnerable space because I believe that that's where you get the real emotion out, and it's and when it's true, when something is truthful, it passes on to the listener. So I wrote it about a feeling of overwhelmingness I had the first time I ever felt anxiety, and that was about my dream starting to become a reality, which is kind of the case that's happening now. But I mean, that was the point where I realized I'd already been working on music for about 1 to 2 years, uh, and things started to become real, and I felt it in my hands, and that's a lot to take. So I just remember that as an experience, and I wanted to write about it someday, and then 6 months later I did. So
So I want to talk about your songwriting because what they say lyrically,
yeah.
it's very deep and it's very mature. And I know you started songwriting when you were very young as well. So when it comes to songwriting, which songwriters do you admire or get inspiration from?
The first songwriter I took advice from in general that I looked up to was definitely Ed Sheeran. But I mean, there's so many songwriters out there that they're absolutely amazing. I really like Ed Sheeran's philosophy of writing as much as possible. He explained it as a tap of water. Once you open the tap, first you'll get some bad water coming out, right? Some dirty water, and slowly it'll start to clean up. Some a little bit. Sometimes it's going to throw out some a little bit of dirty water, but then it'll slowly get cleaner and cleaner, and the average is going to get better and better over time. So that's my philosophy in general for writing, and also trying to be as vulnerable and open as possible. I mean, John Mayer is another guy who I think is amazing at writing. There's so many people. Stevie Wonder. Come on. There's so many.
Now, you produced the song yourself, right? Didn't you?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. So I just want to say the production wise, like it's stunning, authentic, and raw, and it's not overproduced, and the way the song ends with that anthemic way in the last 30 seconds
Yeah.
is so good. Now I know
Thanks, man. I'm really glad you like it.
now I've seen other interviews that you mentioned that the original song was 4 minutes, and I know
Right. Yeah.
artists usually find it difficult to cut up something precious like a song you've created. Was it a challenge for you to cut your song to suit Eurovision?
Good question. Yes. Yes, it was. First, I was like, you know what? No, 3:40. It was at 4 minutes and like 13 seconds, and then it went to 3:45. I was like, I'm not changing it anymore. They'll have to make an exception. Not happening. And I was like, I can't go to Eurovision with this. But then I don't know. Just one day, I sat down, and it's like my hands were robotic.
Yep.
I saved my old project, and I just did that. And I created the arrangement as it was now, and it just sparked. It used to be having so the the last chorus, the last anthemic chorus was double,
All right.
and the chorus number one was also in the place that now after the second pre-chorus, that was chorus number one again, but twice. So it was twice to that and then twice to the last part, which was quite cool. But I think this version is actually a lot better. Maybe I'll release an extended version at some point just to open up it a little more. But I like this version now too.
Yeah, you did a really good job to cut it to 3 minutes. Well done.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
now, I know you come from a very musical family. I also do as well. Like my dad plays bundiki lira and bouzouki. I've tried bouzouki. I'm not very good at it, but have you played bouzouki or any other Greek instruments yourself?
I've been wanting to for so long.
Yeah.
I've been caught up in so many other things. I really, really, really want to get to play bouzouki. I should learn. You should teach me. I'll call you
Oh,
dad.
yeah.
I'll teach
You
you.
have to check with my dad. I'm not very good. So,
Okay, okay. Well, next time I come to Australia, I'll pass by your house. Promise.
and what's your favorite go-to instrument? Like when you start composing songs, like which, yeah, which instrument draws you?
Right. So the two instruments I play the most are, or that I've studied is piano and guitar. I also play bass because guitar is like similar to it. It's just the first four strings or five in some cases. Um, but yeah, usually I would go to my guitar when I'm writing. Not it's something that I've seen. Not that I think, oh, I want to write. Let me go grab my guitar on purpose, like just guitar, no piano. I write on both for sure. It's whatever expresses me in the moment. But usually, I think the reason that I write on the guitar more is because other than a melodic element, a guitar also has a rhythmical element. So I can start a song by just producing. I can like just synths and whatever. I can start by on the piano. I can start on the guitar too. But I'm also a big fan of the fact that when a song sounds good in its acoustic form, it can sound good anywhere because it's good as a song. Just one instrument and a voice. I think that's when you ground a song and really see the bass of it. If it's good there, it can be made good in the production and other things too.
So, Victor, you're competing in semi-final two, the same semi-final as Cyprus, who's being
Yes.
represented by Australia's own Andrew Lambrou. And we've been following Andrew since he competed at Eurovision Australia Decides last year.
Yeah.
And I know you met him in Athens. How did you go with Andrew, and what do you think of his song?
He's a really great guy. I really enjoyed meeting him. Can't wait to see him in Liverpool as well. I'm sure we're gonna have some fun times. Yeah, I wish the best for him and for Cyprus. I'm glad it all worked out. And yeah, I like the song. It's definitely good. Really great production. I think it's very high quality, and I hope it does well.
Now, let's talk about Liverpool. When it comes to your performance in Liverpool, what do you hope people take away from your Eurovision staging and performance without spoiling things?
I hope that the emotion of the song is carried along to them. So I hope they can feel it. That's the point. I want them to feel. I want to make the crowd feel something. So the point of like as a creative, the thing that I'm trying to do is take the emotion of that I have within myself and put it into a song. And then after it's put into a song, we're trying to put it to the next stage, whether that's the video clip, the production, and then the stage performance. And it's something I say a lot. There's supposed to be some purity between that emotion, and the emotion should be carried out everywhere. And we're trying to get that emotion on the stage and into the crowd. So I hope that the crowd feels the song, and I think if they do, then that's a job done on my side. I'm a very happy man.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Well, when it comes to the other Eurovision 2023 songs, like, do you have any favorites? Have you listened to any? Have you heard the Australian entry yet?
Yeah, of course, Voyager is really nice. It's
Oh,
it's
good.
really, really unique. It's out there, and I have no idea how it's going to do in Eurovision, but I hope they do well. It's a very fun song. They're really cool. A vocalist is nice too. I hope to meet them. They seem like cool guys. Like I'll go
Yeah,
meet
they're
them
pretty
down
cool.
the block and it's going to be like, "What's up?" So, and I know they've been trying to go to Eurovision for a while too. Um, so yeah, hope to meet them there and have a great time. But yeah, in general, they're favorites. I don't think I have any. But there's a lot of really great songs. Like there's some favorites, but I'd have to give you like a top 10, like
Yeah, yeah.
to you know what I mean?
No, I totally get it. It's very good quality of songs this year.
Yeah.
When it comes to Eurovision artists, though, like, who's your dream Eurovision artist that you love to collaborate, whether in a duet or just do a songwriting session with?
Ooh, that's a good question. Duet. I do a duet with Celine Dion.
That'd be very nice.
But I think I'd songwriting session. I don't know. I don't know who's written their own songs. That's the thing.
Because I know you're a fan of Duncan Lawrence, and he wrote his own song. He's been doing a lot of
All right, I want
songwriting
to do it with
himself.
Duncan
So
then. Duncan it
I
is.
just throw.
Duncan's one of my favorites, and if he wrote his own song, I'm doing a session with him. So that's it. You found the answer for me. Thank you so much. Duncan
Well,
Lawrence.
Well, since you announced representing Greece, you've done a lot of like TV, radio appearances. You've done so many interviews. Plus, I know you've been doing lots of preparation for Eurovision.
Yeah,
What new things have you learnt about yourself or discovered about yourself in this short period of time?
that's a really good question. I like this guy. Wow. What I've been learning the most is how to um, convey my ideas and my wantings to people, because there's a lot of things that I want to do, and in general, I set standards high because I have big dreams that I feel that many people who might have represented Greece before me, or in general artists may not have. But I'm a person who's willing to sacrifice to get to the place that I want to get to, and I try to set the standard workflow wise and how hard we're doing things. But I have needed some practice of getting my ideas across in the best manner possible. Yeah,
Do you ha-
that's
do
what
you
I'm
have
learning.
do you have any advice for any other young or up and coming artists like yourself that dream about going to Eurovision?
Write a good song.
Yep.
That's write a good song, and for anything. I mean, for Eurovision, that would be the criteria. That's why I really like the idea of going to Eurovision. I mean, that I really songwriting has always been my strong suit, but and what I love doing the most. So I was like, hey, finally a contest that's about the song. It's a song contest. I was like, yay, this is the thing for me. Let me go write a song. I'd written the song already. It wasn't for Eurovision, but I mean, this is what I like. I liked it because it was about the music. So just write as much as possible. It's about like perfecting your pen as an artist, as we were saying before. The write as much as you can theory. Just write as much as you can. Try to get as good as possible with at writing. Have some confidence in yourself. Dream high. Got this. You can do it, no matter what anybody says. Uh, yeah, that's the simplicity of it. Just take all the steps that you need to make yourself comfortable to submit and feel like you are the right choice to go, and you would actually do well in the contest. If you believe that you would do well in the contest, or that you're ready to go to the contest and give something at least out there, not that might get points or whatever, but that would represent your country in a great way, or in a professionally unique and just high quality manner, then do that for yourself and then go and submit, and hopefully everything goes well.
Now, I know you have family from all parts of the world, like in Denmark and in Scotland as well. But do you have family in Australia? Have you been to Australia before?
I have not been to Australia. I have a lot of Australian friends.
Oh, right. Yep.
Never been there before. Now I have Andrew. Okay, so he's
Ah,
my
yes,
Australian
yes.
as well. And he's my brother, so I guess I have Australian family now. But I don't have any direct family that lives in Australia. But yeah, my as you said, Scotland. But my grandfather on my Danish side lives in Scotland,
All
so
right.
it's my connection with Scotland as well.
Well, Australia has one of the largest populations of Greek people outside of Greece.
Yeah,
I'm probably putting you on the spot here now, but do you have a message that you like to give to the Greek diaspora in Australia as you represent them at Eurovision as well?
yes. I hope our my representation of our culture and our communities is happy, makes you happy, and makes you proud. I hope we have your support in Liverpool, and yeah, I hope that the message of the song comes across of expression, and that also that it's a good performance overall. I hope I make you proud, and that I win your support, win over your support.
And lastly, last question. If you can only take three things with you, only three things to Liverpool, what would you take with you?
My guitar, that's it. My
That's what you
guitar,
that's what you need,
I
really,
guess
isn't
some,
it?
I guess some clothes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, yeah. and and my dad, so
All right.
he can help me with everything.
Well, it's an absolute honor to speak to you, Victor. We are very proud of you. We cannot wait to see what you
Thank
have
you.
in store for Greece in Liverpool this year. Good luck, and thank you so much for speaking to us at Aussie Vision.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Hope to speak soon again.